So I want to look again at Ruth chapter 1. I've just mentioned it briefly in my second video. But I'm just going to read a little bit from Ruth chapter 1. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. The man's name was Elimelech, his wife's name Naomi, and the names of his 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion. They were Ephrathites from Bethlehem, Judah, and they went to Moab and lived there. Now Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and was left with her 2 sons. They married Moabite women, one named Orpah and the other Ruth. After they had lived there for about 10 years, both Mahlon and Chilion also died, and Naomi was left without her 2 sons and her husband. When she heard in Moab that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, Naomi and her daughters-in-law prepared to return home from there. With her 2 daughters-in-law, she left the place where she had been living and set out on the road that would take them back to the land of Judah. And so we see here, first of all, this painful story that Naomi has. It spells out a little bit of the tragic circumstances. First losing her husband, and then after about 10 years losing her 2 sons. And at that point of a very, very low ebb in her life, where she'd gone to try and find hope and possibilities and a future somewhere else. She'd left the land of her inheritance, and she'd gone to seek perhaps economic opportunity and that sort of stuff. It's clear there was a famine in Israel, and that she'd moved away from there. And then she hears again, in the middle of all these tragedies, in the way in which life has just not panned out for her, that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, that there'd been a fresh wind of hope. She hears that brief kind of news, as it were, of hope that's just on the breeze, that there's an opportunity of a fresh start. There's an opportunity for something to begin again. At least there's an opportunity for survival. I don't think she's necessarily thinking like life is going to be wonderful again. She doesn't seem to come across like that at all. Certainly not later on. But there's this just tiny glimmer of hope that, well, there's nothing here for me now. Then why not? Why not go back? Why not return? And so sometimes I just think we have those moments when it might feel that tragedy is happening. It might feel that things have collapsed around us. It might feel that we've hit a brick wall. And at that time, that gentle voice of God says to us, I've got some hope for you. Just try it. Just try it. Just hear that breeze of my hope again. Just hear that gentle whisper again. And I don't think Naomi even had any idea in her mind about what the future might hold. But she began that journey. She started on it. And that was the first step towards so much more. All right. God bless. Bye.